Little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember them was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Then we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We glow up. Yeah. I'm laughing to the bank. All new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up on him in the tank. Yeah, that guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad fly in, he ain't. Let me back, I gave me until I was going on. I'm Miami. They all cornballs. They can't stand me. I finesse. All them. I hear. Get a plan. Postcode at my whoa. Low. Got screen on yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen. Yeah. That boys and they can't win. Can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember them was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Then we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up. Walk in.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Ravens going up against the Jaguars.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Detroit! Leopard!
Here's Mallett. And Watson has it right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. First carry for the vet, Danny Woodhill. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malik Jackson, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. They go play action here on first down. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
3 yards to go on second down. Knocked down from the side. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On play action, they'll throw. And Watson has it right side. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. Mallet now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup.
And that's something that's been lacking in Baltimore's running game the last few seasons, the ability to really hit on a big run.
Last year, their longest run was just 41 yards all season, 4 yards per carry near the bottom of the league. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll look to throw. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. Finding some room at midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Only the Rams made fewer trips to the red zone than the Jags last year, but here they are in the red zone, 1st and 10. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
They'll go with Woodhead to start the drive. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to second or third down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
Throwing is Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Following the sack, third and long for Bortles and the Jags. To throw is Bortles. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Campanaro on the return. That's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Those free safety. They get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now ready for another possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah,
he's got a man, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. On first down, Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On the screen, this is Woodhead. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Operating off play action. Flacco. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He's going to field this at the 4. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Bortles under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Brad Nordman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now it's Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. To pass, Flacco. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Wallace. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They go pass again with Flacco. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game, as we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Left. Here we go now. Green.
They keep it with Fournette on first down and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Again, it's Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And they'll get him down here at about the 5. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambo will put this one through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down following the run. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Woodhead. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Four yards remaining now on second down. Give to Collins. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Looking for 2 yards here on third down. Flacco, flush to his right. And I think the ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
When you surrender 24 turnovers in a season, 16 interceptions, 8 fumbles lost, Blake Bortles, you do hire a quarterback guru to try and get you right, don't you?
And that's what he did. Has to limit those turnover numbers, doesn't he?
He has a defense that's ready to play right now. He needs to help them by taking care of the ball.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave it with a third and about 3 to go. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a play fake. Bortles. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Campanaro. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Flacco. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And that'll be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Third and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down, Flacco now. Quick hitch, complete. It's Wallace. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and now it's second down. Here's Flacco. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Wallace. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Ravens on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Flacco. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church.
Jacksonville made plenty of changes in their coaching staff in the offseason, but they kept the defensive staff mainly intact. They're going to need a better payoff. They only had 7 interceptions as a group last year.
Good to get the interception there. They want plenty more of those because, as you said, a lot of cash invested on that side of the ball.
A lot of talent. They're ready to roll.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Pumphrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They run with Pumphrey. And some room to maneuver. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They give it to Ivory. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Fournette on the counter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the athleticism on this spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Jags, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say cheerio from London.